Today's episode is sponsored by Skillshare. Unlimited access to thousands of classes, quality teachers, and offline watching. Personalized, on-demand, bite-sized classes on your own schedule, anytime, anywhere, on desktop or mobile app. Try Skillshare Premium for free for 14 days. Sign up for Premium membership to unlock full access to over 36,000 classes taught by creators from around the world based on your area of interest. No commitments, cancel anytime. Give it a shot, guys. There is so much to learn. Click the link in the show notes of the description of this episode to sign up and try 14 days trial free. Just like toward the end of 2020, I decided to start adding more speeches of people I have great respect for, learn from, study their work, and their messages strongly resonate with me and my own beliefs. Since it's been truly inspiring and motivational to consume this kind of content for me and my personal and professional growth, I thought it would be useful to all of you listening to these solocast episodes of Fighterpreneur's Live podcast to keep sharing more of these powerful speeches throughout 2021 as well. By reading a good number of books in the last 6 years on topics such as personal development, mindset, psychology, nutrition, health, performance, business, and the lessons of history, I realized there is so much copies and so many repeatings when it comes to the core, main ideas or concepts on these very topics. Most of us already figured human beings are more similar than different from one another. Simply put, we have so much in common. I don't like to say the same thing twice. I feel if you have something original and interesting to say, you should say it. Otherwise, it's probably been said better. This is one of the main reasons I choose to share what's already out there toward what I personally gravitate and value, rather than pretending to be an expert on these extensively researched topics where the same core message was already told a million times with just very insignificant difference, often representing these ideas as their own. I'm also going to be mentioning products and services I use or find helpful in my everyday life. All the links for these products or services will be listed in the show notes for you to check it out. I hope you guys enjoy this new structure of episodes going forward, and I truly believe it will bring you even more inspiration and value worth your time listening. Appreciate your support and stay tuned. Here we go!
I think the two people who are patriots in America are patriots who put their life on the line, but I think the second patriots are entrepreneurs who put their salary on the line. You may not put your life on the line, but let me tell you something. You put your salary on the line. When you have a job and you're making your 3, 4, 5 grand every month consistently, it's security. You feel it's security. It's warm. It's comfortable. You get to have your barbecue once a month. You get to have a decent life. You got some nice benefits. And somebody introduces you to an opportunity. You start working, and most don't. 80% don't. They go back to protecting their salary. 20% say, man, this is scary. They have a conversation with their wife and their family and their husband. And they say, baby, I'm going to make this decision. Babe, this is scary. I know, baby. They go to sleep. You know what happens to an entrepreneur when he goes to sleep? He has a lot of anxiety attacks. He has worries. She stresses out. They think about their bills. They see savings deplete. They see all of a sudden things happen. But do you know why they do it? They do it because they have a dream.
But the game of entrepreneurship is so ugly that if people actually knew how ugly was up front, very few would even do it. It's very ugly. It's very lonely. It's very frustrating. It exploits you at the highest level. In the world of business, you don't just have 1 or 2 weaknesses. Imagine all of a sudden one day, 50 weaknesses are exposed, all at the same time. And everybody tells you, because it's you. Who wants that? No one wants that. And imagine a game where you always have to recreate yourself or else you lose. The one part that outweighs being willing to tolerate all this pain is the fact that choices matters to you. If you're driven by choices, if you're driven by control, if you're driven by, being able to choose the kind of a life you want to live, that reward is so much higher than the pain you're going to have to put up, that you're willing to put up with the pain because you want this. Choices. So if the choices and the controls that big of a motivation for you, you're going to be able to put up with the pain. But if the pain's too much for you and this doesn't really matter, you'll eventually go back to having a job.
People say you have to have a lot of passion for what you're doing, and it's totally true. And the reason is because it's so hard that if you don't, any rational person would give up. It's really hard, and you have to do it over a sustained period of time. So if you don't love it, if you're not having fun doing it, you don't really love it, you're going to give up. And that's what happens to most people, actually. If you really look at the ones that ended up being successful, unquote, in the eyes of society and the ones that didn't, oftentimes it's the ones that are successful loved what they did so they could persevere when it got really tough. And the ones that didn't love it quit because they're sane, right? Who would want to put up with this stuff if you don't love it? So it's a lot of hard work, and it's a lot of worrying constantly. And if you don't love it, you're going to fail. So you got to love it, you got to have passion.
What do you do to live disciplined, fulfilling, and freedom life to the best of your abilities? And what do you do when you feel like not doing what you know you're supposed to be doing? Do you feel that guilty impact of not being disciplined at times, beating yourself up for it? And what do you do to motivate yourself to get back on track when your mind is looking for all kinds of excuses? Get in touch with me on Facebook or Instagram and let me know. Cool? I'm really curious how you deal with your own devil temptations that's trying to keep you off your best possible living, and that living is definitely not inside your lazy comfort zone. Stay strong and healthy, y'all. Dream big. Take care, and see you again in 2 weeks for the next episode of Fighterpreneur's Life podcast. Peace out. One of the products I've been using the most in the last year is the sports mask. Unlock your full potential. It's basically the simulation of high elevation where the breathing is really difficult. FD Bro Sports Mask is an innovative performance breathing device that strengthens the respiratory muscles and improves breathing mechanics via the professional airflow system. Cardio is king. Using this sports mask is a key part of your conditioning to achieve unparalleled stamina and boosting your endurance. Good luck, guys. Visit the link in the show notes and get yours today. Do me a favor, my friend. Please share your thoughts with me using the comment box below. Get in touch with me directly at Fighterpreneur on Facebook and Instagram, or through my blog at fighterpreneur.com, where you can find even more of this content, visuals, and other useful resources. I have some big news to share with you guys. I wanted to announce and invite you to check out my new YouTube channel at Fighterpreneur's Life, where I'll be posting great motivational videos for more inspiration and happiness almost daily. So please go ahead and make sure you watch and subscribe, never missing these amazing videos I put together for you to help you stay motivated and ideally remaining on top of our extraordinary lives we were all gifted with. I'm going to list all the links and resources in the show notes so you can easily go back and check everything I mentioned in this episode. Sounds good? Here you go. That's all from me for this episode. So hope you guys enjoy listening and learn something new, actionable and useful once again.